Okay, folks, a couple of days ago I posted my list of the 7 funniest country songs and got a lot of views. And then you guys started chiming in, and a couple of them it's like, oh, that was a good one. But you guys started posting these different ones, I'm going to read the ones that you guys had suggested, and I may make a couple comments here and there. But Dark Tobia said, Vince Gill, it's hard to kiss the lips at night that chew your ass all day long. And I did react to that one, and it was funny. But the funnier part of that song was Vince telling the story about, I think it was his father who had started writing that song, or somebody had started writing it, hadn't completed it, and then resurrected it like 10 years later. This is how the songwriting process goes. It isn't always a 20-minute write. Frequently it's not. It takes a lot of time. But Vince was saying, in the meantime, maybe it was his own write, he picked it up. In the meantime, he's now married to Amy Grant, who's a Christian artist. And he goes into the studio and records this thing, but Amy doesn't know it. And Amy, of course, when Vince gets home, you talk, how was your day? What did you do? What did you work on? And he had to tell her the song that he was working on, and it was this one. And I'm dying listening to his account, because Vince is a very funny dude. Tell Amy and wonder, like, what's her response going to be? Because this is his new love in his life. He loves her, and she's this Christian committed artist, and she thought it was funny. So, I felt, as a guy, I felt happy for Vince, but that was very funny. But his telling of the song, it was a very funny song. I could have included that. I would have made a list of 8 had I thought of that one. User, and then there's a bunch of letters and numbers after it. So that's the screen name. Said, I think you would like to listen to a singer named Brian Burns. His song, Welcome to Texas, sums up the Texas attitude toward tourists. By the way, you are my favorite reactor. Oh, thank you for that. But yeah, I didn't know Brian Burns. Some of these I may react to at some point, right? Mr. G. Woodall said, Billy Walker's I Saw Elvis at Walmart. That's a ludicrous time. I don't know that song. Gloria Keener said, Johnny Cash's Boa Constrictor. It's funny and gross at the same time. It sounds familiar to me. I wonder if I reacted to that one. I don't know. I'll have to look that up later. Chris Dutton said, not one Brad Paisley song? Gotta add, I'm Gonna Miss Her. And I reacted to that, and that is a funny song. That is like, every time I hear it, that's a funny song. I don't think it's quite as funny as the other ones, but it's darn close. Like the 7 that I had listed, but it's darn close. Josh W. said, I love Jerry Reed's music, but Wheeler Walker Jr. should be all 7 spots on this list. I had 2 Jerry Reed songs on here, Amos Moses, and I forget the other one right now. But Wheeler Walker Jr., I could never do a Wheeler Walker Jr. song on this channel because I keep it relatively wholesome, right? Like I normally in my regular day life, I have more potty mouth than I care to admit, but I keep it by and large off the channel. I'm pretty puritanical just in what I like to project anyway on the channel, and just sort of keep it nice, clean. Grandparents might be watching with their grandkids. So I could never do Wheeler Walker Jr., but I do know some of his stuff. The Under Shepherd said, you must listen to Confederate Railroad's Daddy Cut the Big One. You said, please review that one and you will make that one your #1 funny song ever. So maybe I will get to that. It looks like WLMRTDRVR, William R.T. Driver or something, said, great picks. May I recommend Junior Brown's You're Wanted by the Law and My Wife Thinks You're Dead. And Bobby Bear and Jimmy Stafford have too many to name. Fair enough. Another user, something said, Trashy Women by Confederate Railroad. 10 Little Bottles. I got into the wrong house again last night. May the bird of paradise fly up your nose. I did a couple of those, I think. Little Jimmy Dickens. Also Little Jimmy. All right. Larry McCauley said, Johnny Paychecks, take this job and shove it. Yeah, that's a good song. That wouldn't make my funniest list though, but that's more of an in your face type of song. I mean, you could laugh at it; it would give you a good laugh in some ways. But and you said Johnny used to play your local honky tonk, and this when this song hit the charts. So that's very cool, Larry. Nathan Poulin 467 said Bill Anderson's "Peel Me a Nanner." John Paul Bacon said Mark Chestnut's "Going Through the Big D." And I think you made a note like, and it doesn't mean Dallas. Rodney87 said, you got to check out Rodney Carrington. And the only reason I wrote this is because maybe Rodney87 is Rodney Carrington because it's the same. But shout out to you, Rodney, if this happens to be you. That Junkman said any Wheeler Walker Jr. song, and same reasons I just gave. Papa Fixit said, you gotta listen to the Giesen Slaws. Lot of humor there. Pinkard and Bowden as well. Okay. Keith Kimmy said, wait till the nun either signs or sings Shelley. Now, Keith, I'm not sure what this song is, as I couldn't find it referenced in a YouTube search. So maybe the wording is off or something. Joshua Paris said Pinkard and Bowden's Shake a Snake. So there's another nod for Pinkard and Bowden. I think I actually reacted to one of their songs a couple years ago. Sandy Dunlop said just about any Ray Stevens song. And Ray is pretty funny. I don't, not side-splittingly funny to me. He's funny, but the side-splittingly ones were the 7 that I mentioned. But also, I could have done an honorary one. Blake Shelton's The More I Drink. That one always makes me laugh. I really could have included that on the list. That Junkman said, I haven't watched the full video yet by Pinkard and Bowden. I lobster but never flounder. It should be on the list, that song. But they have a lot of funny ones. And you said also George Jones. The last thing I gave her was The Bird. And I did The Bird quite a while ago. So that's your guys' list that I just compiled. I'm sure you'll be adding more to it in that one. But I just wanted to run through your suggestions. I think I may have made a comment to Jeff Cather or someone that I might even do this. So here, that's the list. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. Keep laughing. Have a great day. And I'll keep rocking the country. And I'll see you on another video.